When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. The Commodores will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of a physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Commodores will punt this one away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Applewhite. He's got an open man. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And as an offense, I got to find some good plays down here where I can get the ball out of my hands, get some positive yards. That wasn't one of them. Let's not do that one again.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try and pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Applewhite. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gilmore. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Stop is made at the 22, a 10. Pick up and a 1st down just outside the red zone. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. They're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Applewhite. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Missouri. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away, and it'll be 4th down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The draw draws nothing except the swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finds the tight end. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That gets them back to within 10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Kentucky going quickly. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Commodores decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the gun, the running back has it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Going the other way, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now. All around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
To the ground with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll the punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Wildcats! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Wait. Grabbing and tugging there, the offense will take advantage of the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The handoff to Johnson. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. Works the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's Russell. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Lost to throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilmore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Applewhite. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Got his man in the middle. He makes the stop. As soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Finds his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gilmore.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds a spot in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Russell. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on. They'll just try to run it out here. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He wants it all. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Kentucky right back to the line. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds. These guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. One more play to pad the stats. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibility